Hello and welcome to JustForce911.com. I'm your host, William Hindman. I am not an attorney. I am just a host that has an opinion. We covered this one here before, but we're going to cover it again because the actions of the Sheriff's Department have settled a lawsuit, and I want to get into this because it has a lot of good content. I will try to stay out of as much as I possibly can, but here we go. Hey, you guys, subscribe and give me a thumbs up and a like if you would. This comes from KTVB7 news station. So check this out.
This is the news at 10.
I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. I didn't really know what to do.
This is the gentleman that was arrested for dropping off the out-of-date prescriptions at his sheriff's office when a clown in a uniform drove up in plain clothes in front of him after he parked and goes, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "Fuck you." Check this out, guys.
A man arrested by sheriff's deputies outside the Kuna police station had settled his lawsuit against the county. Mick Heikkola was at the station in January of last year to drop off unused prescriptions, medication, and he was taken into custody during an interaction with a deputy who wanted to know why the man was looking into a patrol vehicle. Heikkola says the way the deputy responded to him was shocking and confusing. Heikkola filed a lawsuit against Ada County and the Ada County Sheriff's Office, who staff Kuna Police, claiming wrongful arrest, use of excessive force, and malicious prosecution. Now, as part of a settlement agreement, Ada County will pay Heikkola $250,000. The Sheriff's Office also agreed to provide specific scenario-based training about a person's constitutional rights during an arrest.
Now, check this out. When you saw that picture, 8 officers, 8 of them, to handle an old man. And how can they say it's not excessive force? Are you kidding me? It's insane, people.
Something the agency says it put in place even before the settlement. Heikkola says police need to know the law, but he says citizens should too.
I want to say everybody should learn their rights, know their rights. Our civil rights, they're God-given to us. We have them, they should not be violated. The transparency and the accountability from the police needs to be way more than it is. I know that they investigate themselves when something goes wrong. I don't think that really goes anywhere usually.
And he's right. It doesn't go anywhere because of that blue shield, that thin blue line, that brotherhood. You know, thin blue line is nothing more than a gang, okay? Let's call it for what it is. A brotherhood, okay, I can buy that. But you don't back up a wrong action with more wrong actions, because all you're doing is making the system that you're trying to fix that much more broken. You know, and you have an old man here who is probably in his 60s, that now may become an activist just because you messed with him. You know, it's that saying, it's fine, or, you know, back to blue till it happens to you. I think it was James Freeman that came up with that saying. It's ridiculous, guys, that they can investigate themselves. Oh, I did nothing wrong. Okay, I guess I can go back to work. If we did that, we'd be thrown in jail. We'd be thrown in prison. It's just, this has to stop.
In a written statement sent to us this evening, Ada County Sheriff Matt Clifford said, in part, for anyone to claim we are trampling on someone's constitutional rights simply isn't true. The reality is we have hundreds of contacts every day with people of all different backgrounds, religions, ethnicities, and socioeconomic standings. While the vast majority of those interactions go well, occasionally we fumble and miss the mark.
And for the Sheriff Matt Clifford to make that comment that we missed the mark, you guys don't even try. That's the bad thing. That's the problem that we're having. And yes, the backgrounds of religions, ethnics, the whole bit, I understand. But yes, you guys do trample on people's rights. Now, the reason I'm showing you this video is for my next video coming up because it's a lot longer, but it has a really, really good story, and I hope you people check it out. It's about a Jack McLean, an officer or a sheriff deputy back in 1994. Now, I know I'm going back in time, but I think it's worth it, and I hope you guys will check that out. But back to this one. What do you guys think about all this? Did they trample the guy's rights? Was he wrong for parking and looking in the police vehicle as he walked by it and then have some clown pull up on the street, which you can see for a second there in the corner, and go, "What are you doing?" It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's a citizen. Unless he's breaking into it, leave him alone. You have nothing to say to him. Just because your ego steps in and takes over and makes you into a complete butthead, I'm sorry.
You can read Sheriff Clifford's full statement on ktvb.com.
This is the news at
So that's it, folks. Tell me what you guys think. Was the old man wrong for looking in the windows of the police vehicle? Does it take 8 cops to arrest an old man? Did they trample on the guy's rights? Do you really think they're going to make the system better? These are all good questions, and I hope you guys have an answer for me. Once again, subscribe if you would. Hit the bell icon. And I don't know what to say, guys, but thank you for watching, and I do appreciate your time.